A few months ago, I had a history project in school with one of my friends. So this is the outline of the project. So it was a research project, so each group got a different thing to research, and there were two parts of the research. So my friend and I decided that I would do one part and she would do the other part, since we only had 1 week to do it. So in class the next week, we worked really well together. So I did my work, she did her work, and we did our presentation and we presented it to the class, and it went really well. So our classmates asked us a few questions about the content, and we were able to answer them well. And then the teacher asked us a question, and neither of us knew the answer. It was really awkward and embarrassing. We were just sort of staring at each other, at the class, at the teacher, awkward silence. After this incident, I had a flashback to something another one of my teachers said. She said, "Group work does not mean dividing and conquering, but it means putting two minds together." This could not be more true. When we set out to do this project, instead of saying, "I'm going to do this and you're going to do this," we should have worked together and really made sure that we understand what we were learning. When we work together and communicate like that, we're bouncing off each other and we're able to understand things. When you work with somebody else, you want to make sure that you're communicating and doing the work together. Now, I'm not saying that in all moments when you have two people working together that you want to do all the work together. Take Apple, for example. There are 300 or 400,000 employees around the world, and when they come out with the iPhone 11, they're not all going to have a call to see what their ideas are. But instead, each employee has their own idea and own job and own task. And there's a manager at the top, and she tells each person what to do. They all work together to produce something bigger, but they don't work together one person next to the other and communicate like that. But that's not collaboration, that's management. The definition of collaboration is the action of working with someone to produce or create something. The key word there is with. It's together and not splitting up the work. Teamwork is a tool not to be more efficient, but to really understand what you're doing. When you do something, you do it because you love it, because you're passionate about it, and because you have ideas for it. But instead of letting that passion and that love for what you're doing push you further, instead talk to your partner and say, "Okay, this is why I'm passionate, this is why I love it, these are my ideas, what are yours? Why do you want to go further?" And then with that passion, you'll be able to go further. You'll be able to bounce off each other to create better ideas and spread passion for something. In BBYO, school, or life, we always seem to think that the best ideas come from one person, but in reality, it comes when you share your ideas and share your passion to create something bigger. This is leadership. When you're the person to do this and tell other people what your ideas are and let them share your ideas, you're bringing people up and allowing them to work together. You're able to accomplish goals and share visions and spread passion. And that's why great teams make great work. So when we set out to do this history project, while we may not have been the most passionate about history, we still should have worked together and made sure that we were communicating and doing the work together so that we could make sure that we understood everything that was going on as long as our classmates. When you do something, whether in BBYO, school, or something other part of life, when you work with somebody else, make sure that you ask them what their ideas are and you tell them what your ideas are so that you can go together and go farther to create better ideas.